towards us using the sole of the foot, then pushing it across our body using the inside of the foot, exchanging feet and repeating on both sides. We want to get into a bit of a rhythm, bouncing on the spot, just pushing that ball from one side to the other, nice and smooth. And for each of these exercises, we're going to be using the same 4-cone formation. These cones are placed about 2 balls width apart or a couple of steps, so you don't need much room whatsoever. You can do this inside your house, in the garden, or at the pitch, whatever you're most comfortable with. So you want to repeat this exercise for about 60 seconds without mistake. Exercise 2 is the outside push. Very similar to the inside push, but this time just using the outside of our foot to make that movement across our body with the ball. So we're pulling it back with the sole of our foot once again, using the outside of our foot to push it horizontally across our body, and then we push it out in front of us with that same foot. Then we exchange feet so that we can repeat on both sides, using the exact same cone formation as before, and again getting into a nice rhythm back and forth. You really want to be taking minimal touches, nice and efficient, and getting into a good rhythm and smooth with our movements. Again, repeating for 60 seconds without mistake. Exercise 3 is the inside forward push. So very similar to the inside push, where we're pulling that ball back with the sole of our foot, then to the inside of our foot to push it across our body, but this time we're exchanging feet in the middle. So we're adding an extra movement in now, pushing it through those middle cones, and that's when we swap feet and repeat. So we're getting a good amount of touches with our left and right foot, again getting into a nice rhythm, bouncing on the spot in between each movement, nice and smooth, getting a lot of touches in. Try and go for 60 seconds without mistake. Exercise 4 is the inside push sole roll. So very similar to exercise number 3, where we're making that movement in the middle of the 2 cones, but this time instead of pulling the ball back and exchanging feet, we're actually pushing that ball across in front of those cones, so we're actually going around them. So a little bit more dynamic now, adding an extra challenge in to keep us focused and on our toes. So what we're doing is pulling the ball back with the sole of our foot, pushing with the inside of the foot to the middle, forward with the opposite foot, and then sole rolling it across so that we can go around those outside cones. So just getting into a good rhythm once again, bouncing on the spot, trying to go for 60 seconds without mistake. Number 5 is the L-drag push. So we're doing the exact same rhythm that we did for the first 2 exercises, but this time we're throwing an L-drag in there as well. So this one takes a bit more accuracy with your touches as you throw in that L-drag. So what we're doing is we're pushing that ball out in front of those cones at the side, and then we're dragging it back with the sole of our foot, this time hooking it behind our opposite standing leg to perform the L-drag. The L-drag's a common turn that you will do often during a match, so it's a good one to work on your mastery in those tight space situations. So just pulling it back behind that standing leg, pushing it out in front of the cone on the opposite side and repeating. Trying to go for 60 seconds without mistake.